Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you about buying a new versus used car. Now, if you are about to purchase a car and you don't know whether you want to purchase a new or a used car, then this is definitely a video that you should be watching, because I will be outlining the pros and cons of purchasing a new car and also the pros and cons of purchasing a used car. So let's get right to it. When you purchase a new car, you will get to choose every single option for that car. You will be able to select the trim level, the color of the car, and any additional options that you want to add on to the car. But choosing those options and having the ability to choose all of those options comes with a premium price, because when you buy a new car, you are paying the absolute top dollar for that car. On the other hand, when you buy a used car, you don't get to choose all of the options for that car. You have to pretty much work with the options that someone else has chosen. But in return for that lack of choosing options, you get to purchase that car at a lower cost than it was purchased when it was brand new. So the cost of a used car is almost always lower than the cost of the car when it was purchased as a new car. When you buy a car and it is brand new, you know that you are the first owner of that car, and you know what has been done to that car, and you know that the car is pretty much in perfect condition when you receive it. On the other hand, when you purchase a used car, someone has owned that car before you, and you really don't know if they have abused the car or what they have done with the car. But in return for that lack of knowledge or lack of ownership from the beginning of the vehicle's life, you get to purchase that used car at a lower price. When you purchase a new car, you pretty much don't have to do any research other than the research that is specific to that car. When you purchase a used car, on the other hand, you have to do the research that is appropriate to that specific make and model, so that specific car, but you also have to do some research on the previous owner of the car and that specific vehicle itself. You have to take a look at the interior and the exterior and the mechanical components of the vehicle to make sure that everything is as good as it can be. Basically, there are pros and cons to purchasing a new car, and there are also pros and cons to purchasing a used car. The pros to purchasing a new car are that you get to choose all of the options for your specific car. You know that you are the first owner of that specific vehicle, and there is an unbelievably strong chance that nothing will be wrong with the car when you actually receive it. But the cons of purchasing a new car are that you are paying, well, the main con of purchasing a new car is that you are paying a premium price, or basically you are paying a higher price for that specific car because you are purchasing it in brand new condition. The main pro to purchasing a used car is that you are paying a lower price for that car than it cost when it was purchased as a brand new vehicle. So you are paying a lower price for the car as a used car than when it was purchased as a brand new vehicle. In return for that lower cost, there are some cons, and the main cons of purchasing a used car are that you don't get to choose the options for that car. You have to buy a car with the options that someone else has chosen, and you have to do some additional research about the owner of the car, as well as some additional research about that specific vehicle. So meaning taking a look at the interior, exterior, and mechanical components of the car to make sure that everything is running smoothly. And those are basically the main pros and cons of buying a new or used car. I have outlined some of the main upsides and downsides of purchasing a new car, and also the main upsides and downsides of purchasing a used car. When you are ready to purchase a car and you are contemplating whether you should be purchasing a new or a used car, you should basically take all of the facts from this video into consideration, and you will be able to make the most educated decision. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.